Hey, how's it going? Welcome to Carniac. I often find myself drifting back to the 90s, you know, that feeling that those really were the days. And as a medically diagnosed petrolhead, I can't help but wonder what my perfect 90s dream garage would look like. And also what my daily driver would have been. After all the considerations, I always come back to the Mercedes S Class W140, aka the tank. Honestly, I'd probably still use one as my daily even now. So, for everyone who still pines after the W140, here's my best take on a proper 90s documentary-style deep dive into the legendary S Class W140. In 1991, the S Class W140 was inaugurated. This new generation of the flagship Mercedes presented a fresh stylistic interpretation of the traditional radiator grille, with the star repositioned on the hood. The W140's blatantly imposing shape drew criticism at home in Germany, but was enthusiastically received in other parts of the world, mainly in the US and Japan. The S-Class was conceived as a combination of the highest possible aerodynamics with maximum durability for daily use. Side markers and foldable outside mirrors aided maneuvering in tight spaces. Parameter steering, aka speed-sensitive steering, ensured ease of operation, even with such a large vehicle. At the outset of production, the S-Class range included 4 models, 2 V8 4-valve engines with 5 and 4.2 liters of capacity, and a 6-cylinder with 3.2 liters. The top model, the 600 SC, was extraordinary. For the first time, a 12-cylinder engine was produced in series by Mercedes. With 408 horsepower, it made history as the most powerful Mercedes of its time. Despite the power hidden under the hood, to the passengers' ears the S-Class purred like a kitten. This was made possible by acoustic insulation, including a double-wall body design. Inside, the interior set the standard for opulent spaciousness in the upper range. The W140 readily answered all questions of safety. Its chassis design incorporated every aspect of occupant protection. The 8 and 12-cylinder models came with a newly developed braking system that felt more stable. The revised body structure boosted passive safety, combining it with several first-of-their-kind solutions that Mercedes rigorously tested and proved on the road and in the lab. In March 1994, the W140 received a facelift, beginning with subtle, visible modifications. The radiator grille was slightly changed and the rear was redesigned. By request, the S-Class became available with Parktronic, an ultrasonic parking aid. Larger engine variants were equipped with a newly engineered 5-speed automatic transmission, which by 1995 had gained electronic management that could adapt quickly and independently to the driving situation. Over the years, the engine lineup evolved. In 1996, the S300 turbo diesel replaced the earlier S350 turbo diesel. Of course, the 140 series also included its own coupe version, the SEC, which largely matched the saloon's equipment and powertrains. The flagship 600 SEC was even launched half a year before the sedan. By 1996, these coupes had earned their own name, the CL Class, and became an independent model line within Mercedes. Following tradition, the 2 largest models of the W140 series were available in specially armored editions. Additionally, the long-wheelbase S600 Pullman was introduced in 1995. Altogether, 406,532 examples of the imposing road fortresses were produced. In 1998, Mercedes retired the W140 series. As a farewell, the Frankfurter Allgemeine Zeitung published an obituary by Wolfgang Peters. The S-Class was always better than its reputation, a giant that was taught to dance on tiptoes. We all will miss Chubby. Hope you enjoyed my take on a 90s-style W140 documentary. Since diving into the research for this video, I've actually found myself window shopping for one, as you do, and my jaw dropped. Prices today start from around £8,000. But for a well-cared-for example with full history, you're looking at closer to £30,000. To be honest, that feels fair. The W140 has rightly earned its place as a true classic. And if you want to feel a little better about that price, remember this. Back in the early 90s, if you wanted the top dog 600 SEL, later called the S600 with that mighty V12, you needed serious money. In the UK, it was about £90,000 new, and in the US around $140,000. Adjusted for inflation today, that's well over £200,000 or $300,000. That's modern-day supercar money for a four-door luxury saloon. No wonder this car became the ultimate symbol of 90s excess. The W140 wasn't just a car, it was a statement. Over-engineered, built to last, and still turning heads decades later. Whether you remember it cruising in the 90s or you're only discovering it now, one thing's certain, they really don't make them like this anymore. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing, leave a like, and share it with your fellow petrolheads. It really helps the channel grow. Thanks for watching. This has been Carniac. Catch you in the next one.